On horses, on the hunt for a VW bus. Yes, we are. Got my two sisters with me, and we are in an undisclosed location looking for this elusive bus that's apparently in a barn out here. Envelope full of cash. Alright, so we got two front wheels going.
Wow!
Yeah, baby.
Rat Haven.
Look at that. Alright, in this episode, we will be using the laser for some stenciling. We'll emboss out that lettering with the bead roller. And we will stamp and wire edge the upper side panels. And then we'll finally reveal my master plan. Let's take a quick look at the last episode. We handmade the front lower tub panel. We made the matching top panels. And we crafted the center access hatch for the tub. Let's get into the next episode.
Blade. Seek the light in darkness.
Alright guys, so for this panel, I'm just going to be using the press, not the pull max or the bead roller, because they're so short. And I can kind of rework the panel a little bit to keep it straight. So we're going to go with this. So all I do is I tape this little piece I have on here that I made. And then I use a piece of this pretty stiff 1/4 inch rubber that goes on there. And then I use a nice thick plate and give it a little presser-roo. So I usually give 2 presses, at least one up at the top, one at the bottom. So there it is on the top side, there it is on the back side. So it looks like we're a little short here on the top, so I'm going to hit that side again. I don't know if you can see that, but right there, all of a sudden that gap closed up where you know it really did a good job, and you see that rubber really pushing out. Now it's almost perfectly flat. I got a real nice hit there on that side. And then I usually can just reuse this tape. So there it is on the front side. Yay. Line this guy up on here. And I do just kind of eyeball it. Bam. All right, so the next step, clean this off. So I did just spend a few minutes hammering this back side here and there to kind of get this cleaned up. And looks pretty good. So now I'm going to use this. This is like a tipping die edge flanger that goes like this. So you run your edge on here, and then you slowly, after 3 or 4 passes, you get yourself a nice 90-degree flange. And I'm going to do that across the bottom, because the bottom I'm going to do a hem. And then on the top, I'm going to do this one, this tank roll in the front, and then I'm going to change it to a tighter roll for the top. Alright, so I'm going to be running along this bottom edge. I really don't need the line on here because the tank roll, you just basically put it up to that edge. So I'm going to put it up to that edge. It gets me right at a 1/2 inch, and we're going to be running right along close and doing a hem along the bottom. And a hem is where this metal is going to be like this, and we're going to fold it all the way down and crimp it on itself to give it like a doubled up thickness edge. I just made a mistake. Ran off the edge there. I'm like a little too tight in here. Back it up. Why is it not doing anything? So I'll just keep making a few passes. So now I'm going to, and now I got it bent over about yay much. And I'm going to take this welding rod and I'm going to lay this rod in there. And I'm going to hold it in there and I'm going to hammer this whole edge over and give it what they call a wired edge. So we're going to wire this edge on here. Once I get it started, now I'll just go along and I'm just gonna hammer that seam all the way down. Alright, so I did that little break over there with the tank roll. I got a little cleanup to do, so I'm just going to put it on the edge of the bench here. And any panel you make, you're going to have to you're going to have to sit there and do some hammering and dollying. Alright, now for the big roll on that edge. Tank rolls, and I'm just going to roll this front edge here. So we're going to start up in here. I'm kind of running into that rib there, so I'm just going to hammer that over, and that will be it for this panel. Alright guys, here's a little fabrication tip for you. I just made this pattern here, and I'm going to trace this out on this side where I've already added a 1/2 inch flange, but then on this side I traced along the edge, but I need a 1/2 inch on there. So what I'm going to do is just run this washer along here and just run it right along my cardboard. Oop. Not a very good demo. So bam! So now I got a perfect 1/2 inch space. And this is going to be my bend line. Like that. Alright. The old washer trick. Alright, making some progress here. Got that tacked in. Got my piece down there made. All these custom pieces that have to be made. This piece is all half done. Everything's half done. Alright guys, sorry about the loud air conditioner, but it's like 90 degrees out in Florida here, so I got to run the AC. But there it is, cheese. A handmade panel for the tub of my 69 VW bus. Hopefully you found something interesting in this, you got some inspiration or learned some little tips or tricks. If you have any questions, shoot me a message, leave a comment. good, bad, if I did something wrong, see where I need improvement. I mean, I can pick this thing apart all day long, and I'm probably gonna give it a little hammer dolly in here and get some highs and lows and get it nice and straight. But overall, pretty happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you at the next one. Peace. Gotta get them hands dirty.
All right, in the next episode, we do a complicated layout of the front tub panel, and we get to work making it happen. See you at the next one.
Hopefully, guys. Blah, 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 blah.